Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, honorable guests. My name is Michael Charles.
My name is Michelle Mbaka.
And today we'll be explaining to you on the process that you will follow in order to carry out a successful CPR. CPR means cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Who can repeat what I've said? Okay, I've said cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Okay, the students are okay. Parents, who can repeat after me? I've said cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Parents are okay. Now we are going to begin. If you want to carry successful CPR, you can follow what I'm going to tell you. There's a simple process, but we made a form out of it. You can say Dr. C, ABC, or Dr. S, ABC. The first means, the D means danger. You check for ends that might have caused the injury on the casualty. It might be bleeding, it might be suffocation, or a leaking gas which might have caused it. So you look around. If there is a leaking gas, you can close it. If there is a fire outbreak, take the casualty and bring them outside so as for you to carry out a successful CPR. Next is the response. So you can come next to the casualty, like the way I'm doing. Come next to their ear. After you get next to the ear, you shout for help. Or instead of doing that, you can just come to the shoulders and do this. Press them as hard as you can for them to regain consciousness. As hard as you can. Let me do it here with my friend. Press here as hard as you can. Can you hear me? Yes. Press here as hard as you can. You can also use this to wake someone up if they are sleeping and you want to go somewhere with that person. Okay? The next one is the C, which stands for call for help. I hope all of you have a singing voice, right? Okay, so you use your singing voice to shout at the ear of the casualty. So I'm going to do it practically for you to understand. Yeah. Hello? Can you hear me? Who has understood I have shouted on both ears? Okay, I've shouted on both ears because you don't know if that person might be deaf or one ear might have been clogged. There might have been an explosion and it might have led to one ear having been blocked and the other one is still functioning. So you shout on both ears with your singing voice. That's a say call for help. The next one is the A. Check on the airways of the casualty. So here you'll slightly open the mouth of the casualty and check if there is anything in the mouth that might have made them to suffocate or consciousness. So here I'm going to open the casualty's mouth and check if there is anything. If you find anything inside, you can roll the casualty sideways so as for the thing in the breathing system that is blocking it to come out. You can do it on both sides so that it may get out efficiently. Once everything gets out, you can go to the next part, which is the B, known as breathing. Here you check on the breathing of the casualty by placing your ear on the nose or the mouth so as for you to hear if they are breathing, like the way I just did. Okay, now let's assume that the casualty is breathing heavily. Now I'll go to the C very quickly, which stands for circulation. And remember, I'll ask you questions at the end of this, so it's better you concentrate better. Okay? So C, which stands for circulation. Here you can place any of your hands straight, and the other one place it sideways, or So as for you to be able to carry out a successful heartbeat on the casualty, you can do this to help you improve the circulation and continue the blood flow. But always remember, like the way I said in the beginning, if there's heavy bleeding, please cover it quickly and apply a lot of pressure so that the blood doesn't get out. So you can place any of your hands at your armpits and then you slightly move it towards the center of your chest, and that's what you'll do to the casualty. So my friend and I will carry it, and I need parents and students 30 good compressions on the chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. If the casualty does not regain consciousness, firstly, you call 1513, because 1513 is locally available in Kenya. 999 or 999 is available in the UK only, while 911 is available in the US. So I need you to use 1513. Can you kindly repeat what I've said? What will you do with the 1513? Nice. Okay. What was the short form that I said which will help you to carry out a successful CPR? Anyone? Raise your hands kindly. Anyone? Any parents? Okay. Students? Anyone? What is the short form? The process to carry out a successful CPR. Yes?
Dr. S.A.B.C.
Okay, parents, have you heard?
Yes.
She has said?
Dr. S.A.B.C.
I can't hear you.
Dr. S.A.B.C.
Aye, parents, you have a better singing voice than that to shout. Aya, again?
Dr. S.A.B.C.
Okay, that's all I had to say. And my friend here will explain to you what you'll do for fire safety. Thank you.
Good afternoon, parents. Our honorable guests, good afternoon. My name is Mishambaka, and I'm here to explain to you about fire safety. As you know, there was a school that burnt down in Endarash. It was a very serious accident, and you don't want that happening again. This is why we are educating you on how to do CPR and fire safety. So what should you do if you're caught in this fire? If you're in a building that is on fire, you stop, drop, and roll. What have I said?
Stop, drop, and roll.
You stop to stop the combustion of flames on your body and to prevent the spread on your body. You drop. At the bottom surface of the room has oxygen. At the upper surface is carbon dioxide because of the smoke. You drop. Then you roll to conserve the oxygen in your body. But you have to do this quickly because as time recedes, the smoke will come down and then you begin breathing carbon dioxide. If there is any empty room that is not on fire, hurry up and roll to that room, close the door. The gap between the floor and the door, take clothes and cover it to prevent smoke from filling up the room. Then you use your singing voice to call for help. You shout, "Help, help!" And if you are dumb, take a sufuria and a spoon, begin hitting it like a madman in the village. As long as you call for help, even if you have an electronic device, as you said, you call 1513. In the UK, is 999. In the US, is 911. If I call 999 in Tharaka-Nithi, it will be very far from UK to Tharaka-Nithi. So it's better you call 1513 for them to come faster. What should you tell this fire service when you call them? 1, the location. It is very important to tell these people where the fire is. If it's in a forest, in the school, at your home, so they can know where it is. Anyone else who has anything else apart from the location? Students?
The address.
Address is part of the location. Another thing,
What caused the fire?
very important. If you know very little information about what caused the fire, tell them. Even if how irrelevant it is, you have to tell them. It is very important to tell them. If you know the cause of the fire, just tell them. Another thing, the casualties. How many casualties are there? Is anyone who is injured? You have to tell them if there's any casualty so that they can come with the ambulances to take care of them. The extent of the fire. Tell them where the fire is going towards, so they can come quickly, because a fire can spread very quickly from the school to the forest. That is very possible. So you have to tell them the extent of the fire. If you know, before you call them and you know the cause of the fire, if it's the gas and you're able to close it, because if it's still on, the fire will continue burning. But if it's a large fire, don't close it, because you might injure yourself badly. Does anyone have a question why I have not mentioned about the wet blanket? Let me explain. The wet blanket, yes, as you've been taught, it's a method used to help you when you're in a fire. But it is not that recommendable, but for a short period of time. Because once you cover yourself with a wet blanket, the flame, the heat, will turn that water into steam. The process of evaporation, where liquid turns into gaseous state, to turn into steam, and then it will be burning. If your clothes are on fire, you stop, drop, and roll to prevent that burning. If you have a jacket that is removable, you remove it carefully, because if your cloth catches on fire, it can stick to your skin, and once you remove it, it will go with your skin. That's why you stop, drop, and roll. But a jacket, if you're able to remove it, remove it. That's all that I had to say. Any questions? Thank you for your time.
Tawapatia namba yako wakutumie maswali na uwajibu kwa WhatsApp. I'll give you. By the way, come here, that Prof. This is the CS communication, language and communication in this school. She's Michelle Baka. This girl reads novels day and night. She's the one who controls what kind of language to be spoken here, both in English and Kiswahili. Students write compositions and issues, she marks and corrects them, and guides us on the assemblies on how to speak quality good English. The CS, go and say hi to Prof.